don't have any notes, but what I do have is the drink I'm drinking so that I can talk in front of a camera. The drink this week, or today, not this week, is a Mosaic IPA. And it is a IPA that comes from Dallas, Texas. I don't have my phone, and that had all the information about the IPA, but it is really tasty, really yum, and it's been here for a while in Texas, so it's lasted the test of time. And if there's anything stronger than time, you let me know, because there's nothing stronger than time. So here it goes. Oh, look at that. There's nothing like beer and some football. So I'm going to try a bit of a different review today, and that is reviewing the Ravens football game, which I will be doing every week, because this one is just for me. This one is because I want to talk about the Ravens, and I feel like I got to post videos, so we're talking about the Ravens this week. So this week, they went against the Washington Commanders, and hold on. If you don't know anything about the Commanders, well, you should, because they're pretty good, and they've got a pretty good quarterback, and maybe next year they'll be really good. And maybe the year after that, they'll be really, really good. So it's kind of like the hipster of football teams, because everyone wants to be like, oh, I believed in them before they were cool. They might be making the divisionals sneakily. I don't think he's quite as good as C.J. Stroud, but he's really, really good. And Jayden McDaniels, anyway. Jayden McDaniels is really, really good. And so it was good to play him today. One of the biggest problems I had coming into this game was our secondary had a lot of issues, clearly, with the Bengals game going the way it did. Joe Burrow sliced and diced us like we were sliced cheese or warm butter or whatever, synonym? No. Simile you want to put in there. But I always believe in Humphrey, and he delivered. And he delivered in the Bengals game too. We cannot forget that. He got that interception at the end, which means all is forgiven. Everyone knows that in football speak. Whatever you do, as long as you're clutch in the last play, it erases everything. And he's had some struggles from time to time, but he has always been something special for the Ravens, and he is a cornerback that I would die if we didn't have. I would literally die. What else is there? I still have some questions about our secondary, but I figured since it's an NFC opponent and we're 21-1 against those, and it's a rookie quarterback, it seems like a team that's a little bit better than their record. I figured we'd have a little bit of a bounce back game and we'd take care of business, and that's what we did. So good news for us. But I still do have some questions on defense. I know we're looking at getting Davante Adams, and he posted the Edgar Allan Poe thing on his Instagram, and don't get me wrong, I'd freaking shit bricks for Davante Adams. I think that would be the greatest moment of my life next to the 2012 Super Bowl, but we don't necessarily need him because our offense is so good. We didn't necessarily need Derrick Henry, and that was quite fantastic to have, but I think right now it's really our defense that needs the most help, and I think specifically our secondary needs the most help. So if we didn't get Davante Adams, but we got a star cornerback instead, that would be fine with me. That would be very good, even. I think that's actually the mature and good move. Lamar Jackson is awesome. I cannot believe I pray every day for that man. And I think he's the best quarterback to ever have in the entire league. I think he's better than Patrick Mahomes. I think it's even ridiculous to even compare him to other quarterbacks, because even comparing them makes you think that they're on the same level, but they're not. I think Patrick Mahomes is a little bit better. But Patrick Mahomes isn't as cool as Lamar Jackson. So I do think when you even it all out, we're the best. But really, we've been, over the last few weeks, Derrick Henry has been a godsend to us because Lamar Jackson doesn't have to play Superman anymore. He doesn't have to do all of the big plays. He doesn't have to throw the ball perfectly, run the ball perfectly, do everything for our offense because we know that he's the major thing you have to stop. Our playmakers are good outside of him, but they are good because of him as well. And so if we can stop Lamar Jackson, or if he makes one or two crucial mistakes, it's over for us. But not anymore. We have Derrick Henry. We have Derrick Henry. Thank God we've got Derrick Henry. Thank God we've got Derrick Henry. Thank God we've got Derrick Henry. Oh my God. It's so beautiful. It's so relieving to be on the other side of Derrick Henry. For the other 30 teams in the NFL, you don't understand what it's like. It's so nice. It's so nice to have him on your side because in the fourth quarter, he's so clutch. He's so clutch. And I think he could be what turns the tide for us because there's like we're on a tightrope for the entire game. It all depends on Lamar. But now it doesn't have to entirely depend on Lamar. There is another playmaker that is capable in his own right to take the ball and run with it. And I meant that pun. So it's a good win, and I think it's good karma to start the season with 2 losses. We got it out of the way. We lost to the Chiefs, and I think that was difficult coaching, by the way. I don't agree with that coaching. They didn't give Derrick Henry the ball enough. Clearly, we weren't in the zone yet. We are in the zone now. We are killing it. We're the best team in the league, and it's going to continue that way, at least for a little while. I hope so, anyway. I am a little nervous about John Harbaugh as the head coach, even though, please forgive me, John Harbaugh, because you are the best coach in the whole league, except for nobody. You're the best coach in the whole league, except for nobody. You're the best coach in the whole league. But after 5 years in a row of continued coaching failures, you do have to point at somebody, and if it fails again this year, we're going to have to point at you. And I'm very sorry about that, but it's true. We have to do something about the coaching mishaps that happen late in the playoffs because if we kill it in another regular season, every Ravens fan knows that the regular season doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Obviously, we're going to make the playoffs. We're better than all of these other losers, but we just have to run the ball in the playoffs. That's all we have to do. It's not even like we beat ourselves. We just have to run the ball. Please, just run the ball. That's what we have to do. We have to run the ball. And I think with Derrick Henry, we will run the ball. Other standouts, I didn't take notes in this game because I didn't know I was going to do this until I had a conversation with my sister. And then I was like, I should just review the Ravens game because that's all I really want to talk about. And she was like, that's a stupid idea. And I was like, well, it's my YouTube channel. So that's what I'm going to do. And so this one's for you, Ewan, if you made it this far. I'm talking to you right now. I know the Packers got a good win, so good for you too. Max, the Lions, that's tough losing Aiden Hutchinson. So that's rough. But you did kick the shit out of the Cowboys, so you have to feel good about something there. There's something going on there. But anyway, the Ravens, we're doing good. Good vibes, good stuff going on. Lamar has been in the right head zone. He's been serious about his play, and even in wins, he's been very serious about the mistakes he's made. He knew that we're not going to get away with that if we played the Bengals again. And the Commanders, they're a good, strong team. They're like a really good team to play against because they're quite good, so you have to focus hard and play against them really hard and practice very hard, but they're really not at the top level where it's like, oh, I'm super nervous. It's like, we got them pretty good the whole way through. And I don't think they were ever a real challenge for us, although they're a great team to look out for, and I think they're maybe the coolest team to root for in the entire NFL right now. But we're better. Sorry, I mean we're better. So, I mean that's not that's not an insult. That's just a fact. We're better than you, and we're better than everybody. And I think the Ravens should flock. We're flockers, and here's to the Ravens that we win the Super Bowl this year, which I believe in us. We can do it. I know we can do it, but it's hard when your team is like that. But I know we can do it. I have faith in us. I have faith in all of the players involved. I have faith in Lamar Jackson. I have faith in Justin Tucker, who's kicking a lot better than he was in the beginning of the season. I always believed in Justin Tucker. He's the best. And then I believe in Derrick Henry, and I believe in Roquan Smith, who deserves an entire hour dedicated to him, but I didn't give it to him. I believe in Matabike, and I believe in everyone. So, to that, I say cheers. I say goodbye.